Alright, we are ready for the second part of the adventure. And this one is called Hunting the Bear, because this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna load up the game that I showed you last time. I'm not gonna play this with camera because I'm taking it easy today. I just wanna chill, and there are no funny faces when I'm playing Valheim, especially not when I'm like going through places that I already know and are lower level than my character. So yeah, and yeah, for those of you guys who have not seen the previous video, I loaded up my old no map world and entered it with a much older character, the Karishkur character. Actually, I have quite a few. Also, I'm a madman because I haven't made any backups for my save, and I opted for the public beta, the beta with the bear and the updates and no stamina drain and whatever training dummies they have added. So in this episode, we're going to rebuild the old copper mining camp, or at least we're going to settle there for a bit until we get a carvey, so that we can cross to the next outpost. We're gonna discuss some tactics that we need to apply when we go for a no map run. We're also going to hunt enough bears to get the equipment going if we can. As far as I've seen, you actually need some extra stuff, so yeah, we might be out of luck, but we'll see if we can do anything with the bear hides. We got here to this place. We're in the woods somewhere. I'm not sure how close or how far the outpost is, but I'm pretty sure it must be close. Okay, wooden sword. Part of the forest. Beautiful. Iron brooch. Ooh, yeah. We got some interesting stuff here. And yeah, today I'm gonna take it a bit more easy. Um, Maybe Age of Empires later, but I do have a headache, or at least, yeah, at least I don't feel in the best of elements, and in this kind of situation to play Age of Empires, that would be a pain. That would really be a pain. I'm also going to build a I'm also going to build a portal here, and once we reach the end, I mean the place where our main character died, we're going to teleport back here and drop the bone mass trophy, because with our main character from this map we don't have the bone mass trophy yet. So yeah, we still have to do some stuff. If you haven't watched the last episodes, I suggest you do it, because I'm talking about a future plan that I have, and that is to actually start a no map run on Valheim. No map, no portals. Although I'm still considering this no portal thing, because that sounds a bit, yeah, that sounds a bit crazy, and I'm not sure if I can realistically commit to that. I could, but I'm not sure if I can, so I'm still thinking about it. If you want to convince me that it's a bad idea, just hop in the comments and tell me why it is indeed a bad idea. If you think it's not a bad idea, and if you think I could do it, then let me know in the comments. I'm going to take your opinion into consideration, and based on your opinions, I'm going to I'm going to make a choice. Yep, I'm letting the internet decide my fate here. But I've actually wanted to do a no map run. I've wanted to do it for a long time, actually. So it's not something new. It's not an idea that popped up randomly at night. And as you can see, I have quite a few outposts here in every part of this forest, especially at the shore. I have lots of outposts. And I realized that this is the way to play the no map, no portals, is to go from outpost to outpost. And I realized the importance of having something like a network of outposts where you can travel to and from. That's actually very important. That's actually very relevant, and it's also super helpful to have this kind of outpost system. I'm definitely gonna go for an archer setup. Because I like archery a lot, and I also like it in Valheim. I like to do trick shots. By the way, did you guys know that if you hit the troll in the head, it does the most damage to him? Oops. It's so funny. I got hit exactly when I was telling you these kind of questions. Yeah. The game doesn't fail to me. It just told me I'm a pro. It's the message of the game. Telling me I'm a pro. I accept that. See? See? Yes. Exactly. That's how you. Lots of coins here. Yeah, and we're getting close to the point where our equipment will need repairs very soon. Although we could do with a few more adventures, because we still have the axe, we still have the iron sword, we still have the bow at level 4, which is a level 4 huntsman bow. I really like it. I know for sure that my base, my outpost this direction. Also, when moving from one place to the other, I realized that actually taking the carve would be more efficient than just walking, because walking takes so much stamina, and you might end up not having stamina left, which is also really bad. And for example, if you want to go, like, let's say to the end of this island, it's better to just take the carve, go there, come back, and when the wind is alright, and try to stick to the waters. So traveling in Valheim is like a mix between land and water, and you want to go more for water. And whenever you have the possibility, you have to go for water. And once we reach the main base, we're gonna look at the map. Once we figured out the entire map, we're going to generate the seed and look at the entire map. And I'm going to show you what places I have seen and how the map, how the entire adventure was based on the map. I think that's going to be very interesting. Also, we have arrived at our copper base. Oh, this is our Bronze Age. This is our Bronze Age village. That's our mining operation. It's our little outpost, and I really like it, to be honest. It has everything you need. We still have some coal left, so pretty cozy. And this also shows that items don't really despawn so easily. We still have some copper here. Man, this really feels like home, I have to say. It's really cool. It's really nice. It's been maybe 100 hours since I haven't been in this base, or 60 or 70, I don't know for sure. But yeah. It's just the way I left it when I went for other shores. A really lovely black forest base in the meadows. And what I want to do in my new map, once I'm ready, I'm also going to take my time to beautify the settlement, to make it nice, to make it cozy. I really like this type of base where I make a wall, like a fortification, like a fortress, wooden fortress, and then small towers, small buildings that each have a different function. Maybe a kitchen, maybe a farming plot, maybe a farmhouse. That's how I'm planning to do it. And let's see what we have here, and let's also get rid of inventory. Nice, we can repair everything. We have bronze armor. This is actually funny. I don't know when the last time was when I used bronze armor. I usually went with the troll hide armor, but since this one is upgraded like this, I'm gonna use this bronze armor troll hide cape. It's actually pretty good. Definitely good enough for what I'm planning to do here. And we can also start cooking some stuff. Maybe we can also get this means John. And we also have some honey outside, so maybe we can also make some. We can make some potions, maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I have this the barrel to make potions, and I don't really think I need potions right now at this point. I think I'm good. And yeah, I don't know. What should I do right now? I think we should be hunting for... we should start hunting some deer. We should make some normal arrows. Let's get the leather. Maybe we could also make more circling cores and stuff like this. We do have some work to do, actually. And it's not like we can just make a carve and then go on a trip. That's it. No, it's a bit more complex than that. We also need some tin. We also need some bronze. We gotta get ready. We gotta prepare for that trip. And I don't think we're gonna get far. We don't have to get too far. It's the place we have to go is actually in that direction. It's eastwards. That's north. That's east. Let's make a sundial, maybe. Let's make some wooden arrows, because I don't think we need stronger arrows than that. Maybe we could have made some flint head arrows, but I don't know. And yeah, we're just gonna get to work. Oh, we also have to go back. God damn it, we also have to go back to the place we came from. Because I forgot my hoe, actually. And now I realize how important it is to actually keep your hoe with you. Always take your hoe with you if you wanna keep on farming. So yeah. Part of the wisdom is to actually do things intelligently. Like try to do things in an order, in a manner, in a fashion. So you don't have to go 3 times to the same place. I guess that's super important. Okay, I'm gonna also have some stuff here. Yeah, we do have lots of wood here. Gonna hunt for some deer. Yeah, our other base should be somewhere there. I'm a bit lazy right now, like I said, just a bit chill, and I was thinking to talk about how my previous run was while I'm here, so that you can have an idea of about what I'm aiming for. And yeah, I went to the other side of this sea. I did found a mountain there, but I wasn't well equipped, so I didn't want to go in there. I decided to wait, and I did wait, and around there I found, so I just went and came back this way. I came back on this shore somehow, and then I went again in that direction, and I found a swamp there. I built a base next to the swamp, and from there I also started traveling a little bit. I found a trader pretty close to my base, which was a pretty nice. That was actually a pretty nice start, to be honest. I found a trader. I got the belt. Meginjord. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Meginjord. Got the Meginjord. And then everything started to be a bit more easy. We're actually looking for tin here, and I'm not finding anything. Maybe we should go inwards a little bit. I think I have to drop my inventory again. I'm gonna take it a bit more easily here. No rush. Yeah, so I actually found that trader. Also, I realized how important the stack breaker is, especially if you get close to a mountain. It's always good to have a stack breaker with you, because on the mountain where I actually landed, I had the opportunity to actually get some silver. Maybe it's not that hard to get silver if you want to do that. It's pretty easy if you are careful enough, and then you can even get some pretty good gear, because until you find bone mass, it's gonna take a lot of time, and you're going to come across mountains, and not only can you find silver, but you can also find those crypts. And if you are slow and systematic, you can actually clear those crypts, and you can even get some iron before you even beat the elder, before you even get to the swamps. And yeah, that's actually pretty good. I think that's a nice start if you can do that, and I'm actually aiming to do that. I wanna go that route, because it's actually pretty cool. If you don't have a map, sometimes you really have to wait a lot of time until you find something, and sometimes you really have to be very careful. So you can't just speedrun a boss because you don't know where he is, and if you just keep on looking and traveling too far, you might get lost to the point where you don't even know where you are. I built another home there up on the hills. It's just like an outpost. Another thing that I actually wanted to do was to um, make like a miniature map, or to draw the map by hand. And that's actually something that I'm gonna do on my next NoMap-run. I'm going to draw the map by hand as I explore, and I'm actually gonna find out how to do this effectively to actually not mess up the distances. Because yeah, on this map actually I have two drawings of the map. I'm gonna make 2 photos of them. And those were actually just some rough sketches, but I like them. I'm gonna show them to you once we get to the point where it's relevant. And that is the swamp that I have found initially, the initial swamp. Gonna take this tin, then we will get back. Hoping to find a bear here very soon. Let's have a good view. Also, I don't know where to find the bear, to be honest. I'm just gonna let him find me. Also, we're pretty close to the spawn. The spawn is in that direction. We're very close to 8th tier. And I think that's one of my early bases. Yeah, that's actually not a base, it's just an outpost. And the outpost was pretty effective because I got raided and I managed to hide in there, and I managed to shoot my opponents from there. So that was pretty good. I was wondering if I should get more tin or not. I believe we also need flint. We want to make some flint head arrows. And there's a small raft, which brings it to the other side. And from there, it's maybe a 5-minute walk to spawn. So I believe the best place to put the portal down is this Black Forest outpost. And from there, I can just go with my character and go to the spawn. But the Black Forest outpost is like the most important building on this island. Because it's like a trading hub, if we can put it that way. Like a key point, key area. I think I saw some mushrooms, but I have already unseen them. Whatever. Just some wood cutting operations that I made around here. I did get lots of wood. I didn't manage to do anything with it here. I was also thinking whether the location of this base was actually good or not. Because yeah, I did get the copper, But maybe I should have made this location a little bit smaller, and I should have focused on another location. Or maybe it makes sense to actually go for smaller locations, but multiple bases. I think that's the way to go. Inventory is getting messy, but it's okay. I'm gonna go and see if I can grab the hoe today, because we want to plant those carrots before we go. Maybe they will actually grow, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how much time we're going to waste around here. I don't want to waste too much time, but also I don't want to rush it. Maybe we can get a few more berries. Maybe we can also find a circling core, 5 circling cores, a few circling cores maybe, so that we can place that portal. We're gonna call it spawn, though it's not necessarily spawn. Nice shot. We got that big fat deer. That was a close shot. I think we have to go back and sleep. Or we can actually just sleep somewhere here. Yeah. That's how we're gonna do it. We have that outpost there. So what I realized is when traveling on the shore like this, it's actually good to have some copper, some coal, stuff that so that you can place forge. Especially in the early stages of the game. That makes sense. Because you're gonna be out a lot, and you see, if you get lost and you don't have anything built on the island, it's gonna take so much time until you find something. But if you took your time, and this also answers my previous question whether I should build many outposts or not. If you took your time to build outposts, let's say every 2 minutes or every, I don't know, 500 steps or whatever. Oh yeah. Okay, there is the first bear. Nice. We're gonna hunt that down. Alright. The bear is between these two outposts. Let's hit him already. Why not? Yeah, come here, you bear. Come here. Think I'm afraid? You're not even aggro me. It's coming. Where is it? Whoa. Damn, he takes a lot of hits. Ooh, that's scary. Uh-oh. Okay. Wait, now this is getting complicated actually. Because Yeah, because this is dangerous actually. God damn it. This bear is strong. And I think he is gonna come after us. I don't know if he will despawn or not. I don't think he will despawn. I don't even know where he is. Maybe we should just go back and get our hope. Fuck. Alright, let's run away from him. He's after us now. Let's get our bow. Let's come back here. And let's kill the bear with the poison arrows maybe. Because this bear is pretty strong and I'm not sure if I can take him right now. I'd much rather just go get that hoe and fight him afterwards maybe. I think that's the best idea. Because I don't wanna get killed by the bear. I didn't even realize that he has so much HP. I took like a sneak shot on him. I also took 2 or 3 more shots. Of course, those were with normal arrows. But even so, usually normal arrows, they should do some damage, especially with a level 4 iron bow. So I was quite surprised. Quite surprised to see how little damage you deal to a bear. Very beefy, very tanky. And I think he's gonna be there for some time. So let's go get those items. Also, I don't know why I'm getting that. Or why I'm getting those items. Because realistically speaking, I don't even need them. But maybe it's just for the sake of traveling a little bit. Some sort of why not? If I can do it, then why shouldn't I do it? And it's just a hoe. It's just a hoe for farming. And that shows how important farming is for me. Yep, I like farming. What else can I say? Yeah, what doesn't a man do for a hoe? For his good old hoe. A man is nothing without a hoe. First the hoe, then the bear. That's the order. Come on, die. Stupid cow. I'm not gonna go and get those items because I don't wanna. Yeah, okay, it was pretty close. This is where it was. Alright, so this is the Maypole village where we were last time. This is the Maypole village, and now I really don't regret traveling this far for this, because we do have a better idea of our environment. Kind of have a feeling, and we're actually just preparing spiritually for our fight with the bear, because I don't think the bear will unspawn or despawn from there. Also, I'm not sure if I left my items here or if I left them somewhere else, and I think they are somewhere else. I think they're further into the forest. So annoying. And also, I think there was a crypt here somewhere, so I'm gonna do the crypt as well. And then, yeah. another cow. Okay. Perfect blocks. Alright, and that's the improvised house. But I also didn't understand which direction I went. I think that is north. No. I think that's north and that's east, right? That's north. That's west, because like the fingers point towards west. That means we're at the northeastern shore. Though I'm not very sure. This looks like a sundial, and it looks like it's like 9 o'clock or early, and it's gonna go like this until it reaches this spot. Yeah, I think that's the way it goes. Alright, okay, so I'm back. Actually back. I have lots of bullshit on me. Fucking shit. I'm sorry for swearing, sorry for speaking not so nicely. I don't know why I took so much irrelevant stuff with me. Here is my beloved hoe. And my beloved bow. Finewood bow is also beloved. I also like that one. Screw those raspberries. Is there anything else we can throw away right now? I think we're good. Let's go back. Okay, nice. So we got our hole back. And we said hello to the Maypole village. We're going to say hello to it again. A few more hides here. Didn't I take the hides with me? Oh my god. I want to take the hides with me. What am I doing? Always take the hides with you. There's only 2 of them. I don't need the gold actually. I don't need the thistle. I think this is much better. Do I need this? Okay. Let's leave this stuff here. Okay, the rest of the stuff can stay here. Okay. Getting close to midday actually. It's close to noon. Judging by the improvised sundial. We now have to go back to our base. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back, like, to the outpost. Oh my fucking god, have you been stalking me, you motherfucker? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's go through this tunnel. Oh my god. This guy has been following me or something. Oh man. Damn. Oh man. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. You motherfucker. What were you thinking? You're such an idiot. Such a... Wow, such a stalker. Take that. I don't care. I don't care if you're going to follow me. I'm faster than you, idiot. Why did you hit me like that? Should I kill you right now? Or maybe you're going to be the one who's killing me. So yeah, this is like real life practice. This is good practice for real life. And this game teaches you what it means to fight with the bear. So next time I'm gonna go in the woods, I'm gonna be very careful. I'm going to take this video as a reference. I'm going to rewatch my video of me playing Valheim and hunting the bear and getting hunted by the bear. Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch it, and I'm going to take that as a lesson, and I'm going to take that lesson with me. So as you guys know, the Transylvanian Carpathians or Transylvanian Alps, they're also called Alpen, because they're mountains. Like, yeah, they're mountains, right? So they're also called Alps. Yeah, and we also have a road that's called Transalpina, and we also have a road that's called Transfăgărășan. If you guys want to check it out, it's a very touristy road. All tourists go there on that Transfăgărășan road. It's a road that goes through the mountains. It's pretty spectacular, but there's so much tourism going on, it's not even fun anymore, and there are so many tourists going there, and because there's so much tourism, the bears usually they go there because people throw food at them, and it's actually a good way of surviving. So yeah, people throw food at the bears, and sometimes they make selfies with the bear. They film themselves with the bear. They, this kind of stuff. And I already told you this, but there were like tourists who got way too close to bears. And I think this year, one tourist from Italy actually died because he got killed by a mama bear that was protecting its cubs. Pretty stupid if you ask me, but if you're ignorant, if you don't play Valheim, if you're not aware of the danger, then yeah, your survival game ends. Just like that. Just like that. But that hit from the bear, how he hit me, how he clawed me actually. That was unexpected. I really had like a moment of a mini heart attack when I saw that. Silly. Anyway, let's go faster. We want to go back home ASAP. You stay there, okay? You go fight the bear, okay? Actually, he's not fighting the raid wolves. Now we know where we have to come to. So here is the bear. We're gonna take the poison arrows. We're gonna improvise something. We also have this outpost, which is really good. We have bone mass incoming. We're gonna plant our carrots, and then we're going to hunt this beast. Yep. That's how we will do this. And if I had the ship here, this would also be a good idea. Maybe we can actually make a carve and come here by boat. I don't know, I sometimes get used to the simplicity of walking without realizing that there is like a better way, and that is taking the ship. So I kind of stick to walking. I know it's not good, but I still do that. I can actually just make a carve and come here by boat, just to convince myself otherwise. We are already 45 minutes in, and I feel like I haven't done anything. Oh my god, sorry for wasting your guys' time. I don't like to do that, but I also want to play, and I also want to film my episodes. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna play until I reach my goal of killing that bear. I know I take a long time to actually wake up and do the things that I want to do, but now what can you do? This is me, LOL. This is me trying to go for a NoMap-run at one point. I don't know. Are you guys optimistic or pessimistic? Just let me know. Because if you say Karışkır, you don't stand a chance. You cannot do a NoMap-run. That's way too much for you. I'm sorry. Then I'm actually gonna do it. I'm even more determined to do it if you say that I can't do it. Yup. That's how I work. That's how I operate. And yeah, if you were to watch my videos of me playing this game, I'll probably have to get used to the way I operate, right? Okay, let's make the bronze nails. Let's make the carve. And our Maypole village is there to the northwest, right? Northwest, in that direction somehow. It was at the north peak, because we actually made like those fences at the north peak. We also need arrows. Fire arrows. Flame arrows. I've taken more carrot seeds when I had the chance. Make another high here. Like this. So we're gonna use a mix of poison arrows, flame arrows, and normal arrows. That's my plan. That's how I intend to do this. We're going to use the huntsman bow. This one. We're gonna rest and we're going to hunt the bear tomorrow because he's still gonna be there. So we don't have to hurry this one. But once I kill the bear, or once the bear kills me, this episode is over. And then we're gonna plan the next episode. Which is gonna be maybe in, I don't know, in a few days or so. Because I want to finish this series. I think it's gonna take 5 episodes in total. And this series is, like you saw, about me reaching the point where I got to on this NoMap-run. Just as a reminder. We have tin, we have copper. Let's make some bronze nails. I think I can do it right now. Yes. We need 8. Actually 4. Okay, perfect. We have everything now. Need more leather strips. Leather scraps. Need fine wood. Where is the firewood? Could have sworn I had some here. Ah, okay. Wait, here. Okay, and I think we can make this carving. Ooh, archery target. Okay, I want to test that out once we place this ship. I wonder if the bear stalks you. I wonder if the bear hunts you. And that would also be interesting to know. I think we're gonna go by bow. Arrow. We still have 10 minutes until we reach the hour, 1 hour. It's okay. do have, yeah, we do have everything actually. No? So we're just gonna rest and then we're gonna go. Can you actually get your arrows back? This is fun. Nice. I got 10. Oh, this is funny. So it counts the score. You can actually make archery competitions. That's pretty awesome, honestly. I like it. And so you can decide, okay, let's shoot 10 arrows, and from 10 arrows you can count how many points you got. Pretty cool. You can make archery competitions if you play multiplayer with some friends. Sounds good. Also, I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna be wasteful, and I think I'm gonna make a few bronze head arrows. Just 40, I think. So, we have a flint head arrow, we have bronze head arrows. We have wood arrows, which are crap, but better than nothing. I think it should be enough. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Let's rest, and tomorrow we'll go for the bear. More Queen's Jack. I don't have any blueberries left. Whatever, let's just pick it. Okay, Relkniv is my hero. Cannot use his bed. So we have to improvise here. Have to sleep outside like the animals. Alright, we have to sleep outside like a dog. And we're gonna hunt the bear now. Day 160. This is the day. This is the day the bear dies. 160. No more excuses. We have arrows. We have our bow. We have not repaired it. Let's go back. If I could just skip the video, then I would. But it would be so tedious to actually do that. Honestly, if you don't like to watch these Valheim videos... Oh, okay. So the bear stalks you. So it seems. Okay, I'm gonna kill you. See, bronze head arrow doing some damage, but the bear isn't hunting me. It's just I don't want to test my buckler on it, to be honest. Actually, the buckler is good. Ooh. Gotcha, you big beast. Oof, okay, that was not so hard. Loincloth of the bear, bear paw. Patterns of the bear, bear meat. Oh, nice. We have stuff here. I like that. I like that. This was the level up. Hoo-ha. Let's just drop this stuff. Let's drop this stuff and hunt more bears. Let's go for it. So you don't have to hunt the bear because the bear sometimes hunts you. Very interesting. Maybe we should have made some fire arrows. That would have been intelligent. We still have time to do that. The bronze arrows did a good job. The sword and the buckler did a good job. So having the bronze buckler was actually really good. Let's see what we can do with the bear hide. Patterns of the bear hide, bear paw. Nice, 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 nice. So we can wear this. Wait a second. If these enemies can protect warriors from distant lands, they can surely protect you too. Of course, I'm a warrior from distant lands. I'm not from distant lands. The Relkniv guy, the main character of this map, is increase damage and regeneration, but weakens you against failure. Nah, man. Brother, I'm not sure what to say about this. Two-handed. Okay, so this is like a melee. Like the ones you found in the mountains. Slightly weak. It gives health regen, stamina regen, but it makes you weaker. But do these stats apply when you have 3 parts, or is it enough to have 1 part, and when you have 3 parts, berserk means whatever the text here says? Because I'm not very sure. Heart of the forest, what was this? Increased health regeneration. Ah, okay, so you can actually take this and use it as health regen. It's a trinket. Okay, very interesting. Another trinket. Iron antimony. Okay. I like this one. I'm gonna make this. Let's go hunting. Still have some bears to kill. And let's also leave the hole here. Now let's go. Okay. Let's close the door. We're gonna take the ship. This time we're gonna take the ship. Here. I wonder if bone mass actually helped me to block those attacks more easily. Okay. So we're just gonna drive to one of those outposts there And we're gonna look for the bear, yeah, at the outpost. We're gonna try to make the bear armor set. And we might also need more ancient seeds if we want to make that trinket. So we're gonna look for that kind of stuff. And I'm taking it slow. I'm not rushing the NoMap-run, as you can see. I actually enjoy staying on this map. I kind of know these places now, and I could easily get to the location of Relkniv, the let's say the lone hero, the lone Mistlands hero. I can get to the location pretty easily from here. I just have to steer in that direction, and then we'll get to the island. And from that island, there is like a Draugr village that I took over. And there's a long walk around some plains to the Bone Mass swamp. And from there is a long sailing distance to my plains base. Because yeah, I already have a plains base in this one, so I got pretty far. I have a plains base, I have a mountain base. I do have quite a lot of bases here, actually. Not sure where to sail to, this area or the other. I think this rock is pretty good. Gonna make this ship, we're gonna position it so that it is ready in case we need it. And I really love about the carve that if you jump out of it, it stops spinning. Okay. Let's find the bear. So let's find some circling force. If not, I can just destroy the forge. Bring careful. Just me chilling around the Black Forest. Looking for some meat. Deer meat doesn't saturate me anymore. And there we have a troll. Okay. Looks like an interesting area. Try to hit this with another younger. And maybe we're going to be chilling around here for some shaman trophies. Actually, I think we have shaman trophies. Might be chilling around here to get brute trophies like the ancient seed, so that we can craft that thing. And in the meantime, we're gonna be on the lookout for bears, yeah. I don't understand how I'm so invisible to these guys. also we have to keep on killing these railings, railworks, as they appear. Because if we have only railings, then there's no chance for a brute to spawn. Also, I'm gonna keep on pushing through the forest. Because that's the only way to actually find the bear. Is that a bear? No. The rocks start looking like bears now. I think the biggest danger in Valheim is to go out in the forest, keep digging with a hoe. Oh, okay, wait a second. Actually, this is the hoe, not the... That one is a planter, or how is it called? That's a planter, not a hoe. Oops, I mistook it. I mistook the planter for a hoe. Well, well, well. Doesn't that say something about me? About my mind? About the way I think? About the things I think about? I should be more careful in the future with what I say. Just me collecting blueberries and then... this happens. Just like in real life. So, what should I go for? Here's 26. Here's 16. Easy. He's coming. He didn't hit me. He's so stupid. Oh. Come on. 4-1. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to press these stupid buttons. Oh my god, and I'm just... Oh, these two are fighting or what? Oh god, okay, now this is getting intense. What's happening here? Ooh. The bear doesn't do so much damage actually. I should have turned on the camera for this one, huh? Wow, okay, skill improved dodge. Well, I kinda deserve it. Oh my god, Black Forest is stuck. I'm taking only 4.2, 3.8 damage. Ah, okay. I think the bears are just there for dodging. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, he's dead. So, I think the bear is actually a very low DPS mob that is useful for improving your dodge skill. I think that's what's up. I think that's what it is. That's why I didn't get hit like that. That's why I didn't take much damage, and I took like 10 times more damage from the troll than I took from the bear. And I think this is the explanation. So the bear, judging by the video, by the trailer that we all saw, it was the Viking character training against the bear and improving his dodge skill. I think that's what was going on. And this is why the bear does like 4 damage, 3 damage, very very little damage, so nothing that could kill you. And yeah, it was actually pretty challenging. Not challenging, it was let's say very anxiety inducing at one point, but in a good sense. I have to say I enjoyed hunting the bears. Maybe I'm gonna put one on my way back. I wonder if I have ancient seeds at home. Deer here. Usually when I play this game I would struggle with finding deer hides. That would be so annoying. But now it seems to be very easy. Let me be right back for I think that this adventure will end very soon. It's getting dark. Soon it's gonna be dark. And that's why I actually like to go back to base. We don't get caught in this forest. I'm also wondering what to actually throw away. Should just avoid this. I'll take that ancient seed and piss off from here. Take my ship and go home. Yeah. This was a bad party. That's why I'm gonna take my ship and go home. Yep. This party sucks. This party really sucks. So I'm gonna take all my stuff and go home. And I'm gonna have a party with myself. And besides, what can I say about the bear? It's actually pretty fun. Oops. Let's test my hypothesis. Where are you? Come. Actually, I didn't even let him hit me. I'm not generous. No. With the bear meat. So what can I say? Now, the bear doesn't seem to be like a fierce opponent anymore. It was a bit scary in the beginning when I saw it, but now I kind of gotten used to it. How you have to fight him, what kind of damage he deals, and he doesn't deal much damage. So let's go back. I could have found some circling cores if I really wanted to. But yeah, Now it's already night. I'm gonna move back. Ouch. No, actually it's fine. Yeah, let me just skip this part. And if you want me to skip the parts where nothing happens, such as me sailing back home against the wind, if that makes the videos a bit shorter and a little bit more digestible, let me know and I'm gonna do just that. Because sometimes absolutely nothing happens. It wasn't a long trip actually. But there wasn't much adventure to do, so yeah. Let's put more coal. And let's also make one of these items, huh? Let's see. Very dark. Okay. What did I want to do? I wanted to take my bear stuff again. Maybe I can just cook the bear meat. I want to see that. I have 2 shaman trophies here. Wait a second. Nice. Can make bear meat here. That's the one. Patterns of the bear. Heart of the forest. 5 ancient seeds. You have 5. You don't. Certainly don't have 5. Too bad, actually. But now I know what they're useful for. Oh, man. Beautiful. Let's check it out. 40, 13. 35, 12. Okay. So, cooked bear meat is a little bit better than cooked deer meat at this stage of the game. The bear hide is yeah, you can't make a cape with bear hide, unfortunately. And I ask myself what else we can do with the bear hide. Let me see. So the loincloth of the bear, it covers only impermanent bits, but not much. Okay. It gives 7 armor. This one gives 12 armor. The troll, troll trousers, they give 6 armor. I mean, seriously. I'd much rather go for the... I'd much rather go for the troll armor again. I wouldn't go for the loincloth of the bear. Probably I would have made it if there was like a cape, if there was like a bear cape or something, then yeah. But this isn't really my cup of tea, to be honest. It doesn't really suit my playing. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna make this one because they look pretty cool. Bear paw. What else can you do with bear paw? And this is actually something that I would like to have usually in my runs, my playthroughs. Yeah. This one is also cool. Yeah. Adrenaline 15. I don't know what it does. I still have to figure it out. By the way, I'm not really looking at other YouTubers, what they are doing. I really want to play this game by myself without caring too much about what others do. Okay, so you can equip it as a plate. Honestly, it looks as if we were a Hun. Like a Hunnic warrior. Gives me 7 armor. Does it give the effect? No, you don't have the effect. So, in that case, it would make sense to go for, let's say, the loincloth of the bear and some extra troll armor. Let's make this. Okay. So this goes with this. 7. And this gives you a bit more armor than the troll armor. Okay, you won't get the sneak bonus from the troll armor, but honestly, you're gonna sneak nonetheless. So you're gonna sneak to the point where you're actually upgrading your sneak level. So it's not relevant anymore if you don't have the sneak. This one gives a little bit more armor than the troll armor, but less armor than the bronze armor. But the problem with the bronze armor is that you don't that you get the movement speed penalty, which is pretty annoying at this stage of the game. So yeah. Looks like it. So that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot make that pendant or brooch or talisman or whatever it is, or however you want to call it. That's okay. We're gonna do it in another run, I think. Next up, I think we'll get ready for a trip. We're gonna get ready to go to the next outpost. We're not gonna stay there, we're just gonna say hello. And that's it. And then we're going to move to the next one. So that's the plan for the next video. We're going to leave this place. We hunted 3 bears. That was interesting. I actually expected the bear to be a bit higher level, to be honest. I don't know why. I expected them to be more powerful, like more late game than early game, in the sense that it spawns after you kill, for example, bone mass or something. I don't know why I thought about that. Let's just do another archery competition here. What else? I also discovered the blocking mechanic, because we fought against the bear and we got skill increase in the block. Okay, we shot 3 arrows. Wait. Very good, huh? So 4 hits. 10, 10, 9, 8. Not bad. Alright, let's go to the rock. Nice. 10. Okay. 1. I don't think it shows you the distance. Distance is relevant. Take arrows. It would be cool if you had distance, like distance 20 meters, distance 40 meters, because that actually really matters. Archery distance, because you might be doing field archery. Maybe we're shooting from here. Let's shoot 4 arrows from here. Takes 7, 8, 9. Alright, always that little bit of increase. Okay, so that's kind of it with the mechanics from the update. Like I said, I'm a madman because I didn't even save my world, because I want to reset it. I want to restart everything. I want to redo this NoMap-run, but this time I'm not gonna look at the seed. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to change into free build mode or anything. It's just pure survival. That's what it is. I'm gonna play it on normal difficulty. Maybe I can increase the raid frequency. That would probably make it a little bit more annoying, but why not? I'm considering it. But other than that, it's gonna be normal difficulty, and yeah, nothing else to say about it. So this was me hunting the bear today, finding out that they're easier to kill. This doesn't mean that I'm going to underestimate the bear in real life. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. It has nothing to do with real life and real life philosophy. So gaming is gaming and hiking is hiking. So nonetheless, thanks for sticking around, and yeah, see you in the next adventure. Goodbye.